Hey everybody, it's the Friday night fucking party pod Betty Boopers time also, but it's party fucking Friday party Betty Boopers podcast. Hey, how's it going? It's Friday. It's Friday night Betty Boopers time. Maybe everyone's out partying, getting drunk right now, but I'm an old man, so I'm going to Betty Boopers, you know? How was your day today? Did you have a really cute day today? I had to teach this pronunciation class, right? The one student was like, I want to take this class because I want to sound like a native speaker. I don't want people to know I'm a foreigner. I want to sound just like a native speaker. And I was like, yeah, well, that'll never happen. That's impossible. That's not really... Unless you're like in the 1% of people, you know, kind of... I mean, when I was doing my graduate degree, I kind of read a bunch of studies about this, how it's kind of impossible for people to sound like native speakers unless they, unless they were, learn the language like before the age of like 8 years old, 7 years old, you know. Of course, there are like a 1% of the population that can do it. But for the rest of us, even after like 20, 30 years, you still have a little accent. You know, that's kind of why Arnold Schwarzenegger sounds like the way he does, because it's, pronunciation is not really something you can, pronunciation is, but your accent, you can't really, it's like, it's in your brain. It's a biological, natural function of your brain. And, they didn't like hearing that. They didn't like hearing that. That was kind of burst their bubbles, you know? I mean, looking back, I guess it was sort of not really nice of me to say, but I don't know, what am I supposed to do? I'm not supposed to share the scientific research with the students? So, I don't know. Hallelujah. I don't know that. Oh God, I don't know what to do in that class either. You know, because it's like you can't really teach people. I mean, you can do vocal training. You know, like Superman, not Harvey. What's his name? Henry Cavill or whatever. And of course Christian Bale also. And that one dude from The Walking Dead. You know, they all sound like Americans. But that's not their natural voice, you know. They're trying really hard or whatever, you know. They're making a conscious effort. And, I mean, I guess you could sound like an American if you want to make a conscious effort the whole time for the rest of your life talking. You know, I guess I could do that too. I could pretend to be a British person, but that would be fucking weird, don't you think? I don't know if that would be a good idea. I can't just go walking around talking like this all the time. That would be very silly, you know. It's anyway, enough about language. You know? I went to this winery today, a little wine vineyard called Sunny Mountain, something like that, Sunshine Mountain. I don't know. It was on top of a mountain. Drove out there, and the fucking Google. I put the address into the Google Maps there, and it's like turn left, and I'm looking, and there's no road. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Turn left? There's no goddamn road here, Google. What the fuck are you talking about, you know? Then I turn around, and it's like, you know, it's like, boop, bleep, and it redoes the directions, you know? Every time you, if you go the wrong way or something, it goes, bleep, bleep, and then it changes the directions for you. So it did that, and then it found the actual route there, you know? And then when I left the place, too, it was like turn right. It's like, oh, that's a gated private road there, Google. What's wrong? What, Eric Schmidt? What are you doing, you slacker? The Google's telling me to drive on these private roads and roads that don't exist. What's going on here? Yeah. Anyway, eventually found the place. It was nice. It was, of course, like I said before, it was on top of a hill. Had a nice view. And I tried the wine. Try the wine. That's a line from Clockwork Orange, if you don't know. At the end of there, you know, when the eyeshadow guy, he gets released from prison, but then the old man whose wife he raped, he somehow makes his way back to that guy's house, and the guy like gives him food and puts drugs to make him sleep in his wine, and the old man says, try the wine. Anyway, that's a pretty good movie. Clockwork Orange. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the winery there. Tried the wines. They're pretty good. A lot of people were just like kind of hanging out at the winery. They weren't like buying the wines. They were just like, because like right outside of it, there's a bunch of tables and chairs like overlooking the mountain or whatever. And a bunch of people were just like hanging out, not drinking wine. And it's like, well, this isn't a public park. What are you people doing here? Maybe go to a public park. It's not very nice. You can't just. You're stealing the customers' seats here. You can't just be stealing customers' seats at the winery. Okay, I'm trying to sample some wines here, man. I'm swishing that shit around in the glass. I'm taking a little sniff with my nose and my nose holes. I put the wine in my mouth. I'm swishing it around. It's got a fruity flavor with a peppery aftertaste. All right, with hints of oak. And you just come. You didn't even buy anything. You're just sitting out here. You're sitting out here with me. You didn't even buy anything. You're just hanging out with the family. You got these party platters from Costco, just hanging out. Anyway, the owner didn't really care. That was very nice of her. What's crazy too is I was talking with my lady friend there. We were talking about Skaggs, that pitcher for the Angels who died a couple months ago. And we're like, oh, I wonder what he actually died of. So I Googled his name and it had his death report or whatever. And he died of fentanyl and opioid and alcohol overdose, right? Accidental overdose, just like Prince and Michael Jackson. And it was crazy. It was just released. The press release was just released 2 hours before I searched it. It's like whatever. I don't know. That was crazy, huh? That was crazy, man. We're living in a simulation, man. I was just thinking about Skaggs. I Googled his name. It's like, how did he die? And it just got released 2 hours prior. Anyway, going to an Angels game tomorrow, Skaggs isn't pitching, of course, because he's dead. The Angels aren't doing so hot this year. I'm not sure if because Skaggs died, because, he was an alright pitcher, I guess he was as good as you could be for, taking fentanyl and oxycodone or whatever. Oh, that's gotta be a bummer, huh? I don't know. It's only 27. Taking drugs, taking heroin, taking fentanyl. It's the goddamn Mexican cartels, man. We gotta build that wall. I'm just joking. Don't build the wall. I also watched the new Dave Chappelle special, and he was talking about. Well, after the special, there he has like a little question and answer. He was talking about why he doesn't do Trump jokes because he just doesn't care. That's great. He just doesn't care about Trump, which I thought was pretty funny. I don't know. I thought his newest special was all right. He just kind of, told a bunch of little cuties. It was all the controversial topics like school shootings and transgenders and Michael Jackson and all the scandals and stuff. I don't know. I kind of felt like he's going into sort of a George Carlin style, where he doesn't really make jokes. He just kind of talks about stuff, which is that's fine. It's his art or whatever. It's just something I noticed. Yeah, I noticed too. He opened in the beginning there. He starts like with he does a little Michael Jackson bit, which kind of seemed like almost the exact same, not word for word, but it was basically the same premise as the George Carlin one. He was like, the George Carlin one is like, I don't care if Michael Jackson fucked those kids. Who cares about those kids? He's the king of pop music, and Dave Chappelle kind of said almost the same thing there. And that just seemed kind of weird. It's like he has to. I'm sure he knew that George Carlin did that bit, and he still, I don't know. He still wanted to do it. I don't know. I feel like someone like him would not even want to do stuff that's been done before by other people. 20 years ago. But I don't know. I guess I was wrong about that. I guess he decided to do it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of comedians are doing sort of this style where like it's like or at least the famous comedians, like Bill Burr. Bill Burr does it too, where he doesn't really do joke style. He just does like talking style, where it's almost like a podcast. It kind of felt like this was a podcast, like a scripted podcast, which I guess is it's what's becoming popular now. I don't really do that style, I guess. I'm not very good at it. Maybe that's why I don't do it, You got to do the things you're good at, which means I don't know, which means I can't do anything, bro. I do nothing. I'm pretty good at eating pizza. Oh, anyway, I guess that's it for today. Probably no podcast tomorrow or Sunday, because I'm going to my brother's house. Going back to Orange County. I'm gonna watch some Angels games, see the family a little bit. Come back on Labor Day. Might do a podcast then. I don't know. If you guys are good, you spread the word. If you tell 5 friends about the Little Cutie podcast, maybe I'll make one on Monday. Maybe if you do your chores, if you brush your toofers. All right. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for listening. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow.